Good Monday morning.
Yeah. I am trying this vacuum sealer that we bought for clothes. I thought on the road for the cross-country move that these might come in handy in the car for laundry. So all our dirty clothes are in here. Let's see if this helps at all. I need it to come a little bit. Cord's not very long. Ready? Taters Gonna Tate. Right out of the wall. Yeah, this cord isn't long enough for this space. Okay. It's still soft, there's still room.
And again.
Okay, we're done.
Alright, room 7067. What do we reckon?
7 out of 10. First of all, that's all broken that you're trying to touch over there. That USB doesn't work. That's what I meant to tell him.
Oh.
That was the third thing. There's no knob on the controller. We told him about that.
Well,
We never did get a
I don't
single.
think we told you guys what that even means. The thermostat you can't adjust
Yeah, the knob is gone.
easily.
Yeah, the knob is gone. We never had a safe, even though we asked for one.
3 times. And the fridge doesn't really work.
Yeah.
They checked it last night and agreed that it doesn't.
Yeah, it's pretty warm in there.
Yeah.
The room was freezing and the refrigerator was warm in comparison.
Mm-hmm.
The shower kept falling out of it's like loose, and I kept trying to adjust it and I couldn't get it to adjust very well. Other than that, every toilet seat on this boat is wobbly.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's about either. Yeah, so maintenance issues seem to be an issue. They no longer do breakfast on debarkation day.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have to go be
In the room specifically.
in the room. I'm sorry. I haven't had any coffee. I'm not making a lot of sense right
Yeah.
now. I'm hot, and I'm not making a lot of sense. Yeah, we usually order breakfast in the room on our last day in Margaritaville, and we no longer do that. So
Yep.
you just spilled a penny out of my bag. I don't know how.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, the one time we saw the room steward, he was nice,
Yeah.
but yeah. And the room is clean. It just
Yeah.
needs a lot of maintenance.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, one last walk through the hallway shot here.
Yep, no problem. Take care.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.
And just like that, we're back in port. It's 7:15. So for my final send off, I got some sausage, some hash brown, some ham, a chocolate muffiny thing. And you all know what time it's going to be pretty soon when Jamie gets back.
Alright, went a little different today because they didn't have any bagels, so I grabbed a piece of toast, put cream cheese on it. Got the banana bread. I got the hash browns, and I got my grits with brown sugar. So, super light brown, kind of light brown, pretty light brown, and dark brown.
All right, quick. All right, quick, before the sun comes back out again, then eclipses Jamie, it's time for...
Will she bang?
She bangs! She bangs!
There's a possibility we might have a yes. Uh-oh.
Oh, Margaritaville.
Womp womp.
She banged.
Well,
That's not good.
alright, so we got out of the crossfire of the buffet area to comfier seating in Euphoria. And they really don't want you bunching up down on 5. Like, what they ought to be doing is turning people away. But I figure it's a shorter jaunt down the stairs with the suitcase from here than it was from 10.
Look at you knowing how to count.
Yep. So on our way by, I just realized I haven't even looked in here in the arcade. There you go, there's the arcade. Alright, they're just now making the announcement, but we're already in the elevator to go down to get off. So here we go.
Woohoo!
There's no Svetlana.
You just figuring this out?
Just reaffirming there's no Svetlana. Alright, on a cruise guy, on a cruise guy. Not on a cruise guy. Womp womp. Alright, we started right about 8:15. It was right about 8:30. So off to our car somewhere and onto the road. Bye, cruise.
Hello. Oh, another cruise in the books. We're in the car. You know what that means?
Highs and lows.
Highs and lows. All right. We're gonna start. Generally, we start with the lows because we like to end on a high. So.
I think we need to start with a massive caveat before we say anything. We are moving in 2 days cross country.
Yes.
So I am a stress bomb.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm going up and down on the stress-o-meter.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we didn't start right in on the highs and lows because, stress bomb.
Yeah, we're
Also been having phone charging issues in the car. So
yeah, let me see if that's doing anything now. Yeah, I'm up 3% in the last 10 minutes, so it's finally charging. Yeah, we're both very stressed. We've got, as of right now, we've got a little over 48 hours to finish packing up the apartment and clean it and get in the car and drive. We'll be fine. We'll make it. We just are taking turns stressing the hell out. So...
because we made a blood oath not to take it out on each other, we're doing a lot of not talking in the car right now.
Let's just go with, if he falls into the Grand Canyon, I'm gonna be the biggest suspect in the world. It's fine. It's just, yeah, we just need to not talk to each other for a while. That's all. Okay, so let's start with the lows, so that we can save the highs. Because like I said, I like to end on a high note. But that also needs a caveat in that we had an absolute blast with Brad and Christina, and none of this has anything to do with them at all. This was this is all cruise ship related. We love Margaritaville. This was our 14th Paradise sailing. But we had some issues this trip. Namely, maintenance in the room was really, it really needed some help. That
the USB by my side was like smashed in and didn't work on my side of the bed. The air conditioning knob that you turn to turn the air higher or lower was gone. The toilet seat was really wobbly. I kept waiting for it to snap off. And there was one more thing. Oh,
The fridge was hot.
the fridge was hot, and there was no safe, despite asking for one 3 times.
Yeah. And I didn't think I was asking like Milton. I was thought I very clearly asked, could we have a safe?
You did.
But, no.
Yeah, because he even said, no, there isn't one in there. I didn't see, I don't know if you saw him, but I didn't see our room steward until yesterday.
Yeah. And as we were leaving.
And as we were leaving. The room was perfectly clean. There was nothing wrong with the room. We just never saw him before that. Anything else about the boat before I go into my biggest one? I mean, other than that, it seemed to be a pretty good working order overall. We like the new furnishing, like in Euphoria and stuff. I know. Gone around and around on whether or not I should say anything about this. And I'm not going to name any names here. This is not the place for that. But someone on the crew gave someone who works under them a direct order to do something for a guest. Now that guest was us. I'll tell you that. It was unsolicited. It was not expected. It's not even an issue. It's appreciated, but it wasn't necessary. 48 hours later, and another conversation where they were asked, "Hey, did you do that?" We never did get what they were told to give us. And it's fine, we don't need it. But I have just spent the last 6 weeks trying to find a replacement at work and training somebody for 6 days who didn't work out. So I'm very aware when an employee doesn't do their job. And that's the part that's really bothering me. You were given a direct order, even though it was, hey, can you do, make sure you do this, and you didn't do it. And because of the situation I've just been going through for the last 6 weeks, that's sent up some red flags for me. That's my issue. I don't care that we got the item or not. It doesn't matter. The fact that
it's more the principle.
It's the if you're told to do, and the thing is, I know there was time for it to be done because we were there when social media was being filmed. So you had time. You weren't running from activity to activity. You were hanging out with other people, and you had time to do the thing, and you didn't do it. So that bothered me, that somebody's actually not doing their job. And that's not something we've run across on Margaritaville in 14 cruises. So to me, that's a red flag. I think those are really the only lows I had. I can't think of anything else.
Well, the casino was very up and down.
Okay, that's not...
That's not the crew.
That's on us.
That's the slots.
That's on us. That's on us for not stopping when we should. That's on us. Yeah, and then the other low was because we're under so much stress right now. I quit my job. We were doing this cruise, and we're moving all within less than a week. So we are under a lot of stress at the moment, and I found myself exhausted this entire trip. I was so tired. I was taking naps. I was going to bed early. None of it made sense. So that was kind of a bummer because it just wasn't up for being out and having fun like I should have been.
Well, we kept seeing the acrobats out in the wild that do the Caribbean Heat Show. And I'm friends with them on Instagram and everything. So it's like, I kept saying, like, we're going to see you at the show and all that. And then come showtime, we were wiped. We were like, we can't move. So
Yeah.
I feel really bad because I kept telling them, acrobats over and over, like, we'll be there. But it just was not to be, sadly. But us being a bunch of droops at the show, probably not a great idea.
Yeah, that's true too.
And the other thing too is that, like, we both had sensory issues at one point on the cruise. And I was thinking about, like, I was laying there in bed last night, like, well, we really could, like, make an effort and go to this show, but then what if we have sensory issues on top of it? Like, that's the last thing we need on top of all the other stress. So, and if there's any hope of us having happy memories on this cruise, let's not, like, intentionally make a negative situation arise.
Yeah.
So as badly as I feel for the acrobats that we couldn't catch the show, and we still get to see the Caribbean Heat Show itself, we've seen the remix on Islander, but not this one on Paradise. But just for the benefit of all involved, it's probably just best we did what we did, just kind of barricaded ourselves in our room.
The other low was we didn't realize, and that's our own fault for not reading the piece of paper, but we didn't know they stopped doing breakfast on debarkation day. That was our favorite part.
Room service.
Room service. I keep saying it is breakfast instead of room service. We used to do room service on debarkation day, and then that kept us out of the buffet with our luggage and stuff, and it was much smoother. But they don't do that anymore, so...
Well, so tying into breakfast, she banged.
Yeah!
I couldn't believe it.
What was that about? That was the first out of 14 Margaritaville Paradise cruises. This is the first time that pancake banged. That's got to tell you something right there. I don't know what happened. Hopefully it was just based on that particular cruise and not the line in general, because that is only the second time a pancake has ever banged. And the first time was MSC, and my God, this one wasn't quite as hard as the MSC one, but yeah, it was not good. Wow, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so potentially moving on to highs. Did you eat the pancake after I banged it?
Yeah.
How was the pancake?
It actually tastes sugary, like a caramelized from the hardening that made it bangy.
Okay, so on to the highs here. Like I said, Brad and Christina, we had a blast with you guys. I'm really glad we got to do one more before we moved. That was awesome. Anything else? What else was good? Yeah, going over to Baha Mar. We had a lot of fun. Beautiful.
Great cab drivers coming and going.
Yeah, cab drivers are fantastic. Beautiful grounds, beautiful hotel. As for the ship, I liked the refurb stuff. Like I said, the public areas and stuff that they refurbed looked really nice.
Sushi area, restaurant was nice.
Oh, the food in general was really good. The only thing I didn't care for was the turkey sausage on the breakfast buffet. That I didn't like. But there wasn't anything else that I didn't like. The food was really good. We had more drinks than we normally would have. caps this trip. It was good to see a lot of the crew members that we knew from in the past, to catch up with them. And although it didn't pan out, I'd like to thank Horatio for giving me the casino credit.
So to reiterate, because I don't know the extent to which we said anything about it, it's in the back of the car right now, but I've got a extendable tripod thing that I can either use as a grip or I can stretch it on into a tripod. So as soon as they gave the okay for filming, it was great to just be able to set up the tripod and not have to hold the phone while playing slots.
Yeah, when the casino videos go up on Saturdays, you'll be able to tell instantly who filmed it, me or him, based on the quality of the shot. Mine are kind of all over the place.
So Jamie had a big score on one of the games, and immediately Horatio came over, and I thought he said something about you can't film, and instead he said, give me your casino card. I'm thinking, for what? And he took Jamie's casino card and he put $200 free play on it. He said, this is for filming nicely, basically.
Yeah, without disturbing any of the other guests. He said we were very unobtrusive.
And he might have heard me because I was playing one of the games and I said, like, I was going to move from that game to another game, and I started to pull the Brian Christopher move where I just grabbed the whole thing, kit and caboodle. And I said, hold on, let me put this away and move it discreetly, because I don't want to obnoxiously walk around with the tripod. And I think he heard me say that.
I don't know, because you never moved when he was there. You were on the same machine the whole time. Then you moved. He had already taken my card. And he didn't know I won that $700 because I was talking to him the next day, and he goes, oh, I missed that. So.
But at any rate, yeah.
I don't know, but that meant it was really nice of him, and that was a lot of fun. I think we only won about $45 off the $200, but we had fun with it. We tried. It could have been good.
And this is another moment to reiterate: just because we filmed the slots does not mean you automatically can. You do need to ask them for the okay.
Yeah, you should get permission.
And you absolutely cannot be winging your camera around like some people do at casinos.
Yeah.
It's a great way to get kicked out of a casino, is wing your camera around.
And some casinos require you file for a permit, so you do need to clear it with them first.
Yeah, Baha Mar was very nice, where they just sent me over to security to ask them. I told them what the setup was, that we're going to film tight to the machine. They said, and you're not going to move the camera? I said, no. They said, okay, then you can film.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was, and they never bothered us either.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny on the ship. Somebody came by and said, you can't film, and I went, oh, we asked permission, and they went, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny. What else? Other highs? I had more than one cheeseburger this trip. I normally only get one.
Yeah. Big ups to the cheeseburger stand.
Yeah.
They got to work out.
Yeah, we timed that perfectly yesterday, where there was no line for the cheeseburger stand.
It's less than a bunch of crew members.
Yeah. Yeah, so that worked out really nice. I think, you know what, I think something that threw us off too? No band.
Yeah.
No band that we know and love.
No trio specifically.
No trio. And I think that really threw us off. I miss the pizza place. I really miss being able to go up there and get a pizza. The sushi was fine. I don't like sushi, so I wasn't thrilled with it. So that's more on you. How was that?
I thought it was good.
Yeah. I ate a couple of pieces, but I really didn't care for it.
Brad and Christina thought that place was better than the one on the Islander, and I agree. So
Okay.
I've done both.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, no, I don't get it. I don't like it. What else? about it. I wish we had done that 90s TV trivia, because that would have been... Every question I could hear from where we were standing, I knew the answer to. So, I think that would have been... a lot of
The
fun.
downside is they kept playing for a free cruise all the time. Like, well, you can't really use this.
I don't know what that was about. It used to be you used to get a round of drinks when you won the trivia. Now they just give out a cruise for 2.
Yeah.
So, I imagine that's cheaper than buying rounds of drinks,
Maybe.
because not everybody can use it. Who wins it? But it was weird. I mean, overall, I had a nice time.
Yeah.
I just think because of our circumstances with moving in 48 hours, I almost feel like I'm glad that the cruise is out of the way so we can focus on the next big thing,
Yeah.
which is quite the disservice to the fact that we had booked a cruise.
Yeah.
But yeah, no regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our next big thing on the channel is going to be, well, Slot Saturdays will be are back, and Nope Tour is over, and the next big thing is the Cross Country Chronicles. We're going to vlog the entire move. So there'll be thoughts in the car, there'll be scenery out the front window. We'll hit some casinos on the way. It should be interesting. So if you're interested in anything like that travel-wise, come on along with us. We'll see if I push them into the Grand Canyon. Right now we're about 50-50. And I'm really excited. Somebody suggested something to do by the Grand Canyon called Arizona. It's a drive-through animal park, and apparently there's bears. I'm excited about this one. So, do you have anything to add before we close this out? Do you need a minute to think?
I guess it's a trade-off. Like, we've got the big move coming up, so on the one hand we kind of lost time cruising that we kind of need for Fred, but on the other hand it's like, well, it's our last shot at cruising out of Florida for a while.
And we don't mean to be negative, but we're also not going to lie.
Right.
I hope that one of the things you like about our channel is we tell it the way it is. Let me say hi to Tamara again.
Yeah.
She spotted us in the casino, and we ended up having a bunch of conversations, and that was right before I hit that $500 and $228 line hits on that slot machine. So thanks, Tamara. All right, anything else? Speak now, forever hold your peace. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.
How about this?
No!